Hi, this is Bonnie Gayle, and I'm a body liberator, and today I want to talk to you about my body image story, which I don't really get to talk about that much, but it is something that's really important, and it's going on today a lot, where people are really not only uncomfortable and they don't feel confident in their bodies, but they really are disliking themselves, they dislike their body parts, and what people don't understand is that this affects everything that you do. It affects the relationships you get involved with. It affects the type of work that you end up doing. It affects who you are as a person. It affects how you show up. And it's a really important topic. And believe me, I know, because I was really uncomfortable in my body. Even when I was a runner and I was 115 pounds and I'm 5'8", I was very uncomfortable with my body. I always thought it was heavy. Even growing up, I remember I was the tallest kid in the school, like in 6th grade, and I would go to camp, and I felt really uncomfortable in my body, and I was always comparing myself to other people, always. And it was sad. It really was. But I didn't realize what I was really doing. And then when I was in high school, I got date raped. And I literally gained 60 pounds in 1 year. And I didn't even see that I was doing that until somebody actually let me know that something was wrong and I needed to take a look at myself. And when I did, I really started to beat myself up, and I started to beat everybody else up around me. You know, I was blaming my parents, blaming my family, blaming everybody, but the person that I really was angry at that I didn't realize at the time was myself. I really was unhappy. And instead of allowing myself to recognize that I was unhappy and that I needed to change some things, I took it out on other people. And I hurt a lot of people along the way, which was really sad. And it took me a long time to kind of get out of this. In fact, I then developed an eating disorder of bulimia, which I almost died from at the age of 28. And during the worst of it, I was binging and purging about 20 times a day on a regular basis. And I was fully functional. I got really good grades in school. I was able to hold down jobs and move up the ladder wherever I went. And I was really functional, but I was really miserable inside. And I don't really even think that I wanted to live. Finally, at the age of 29, I decided to get some help. And I got into an Overeaters Anonymous program, which I was in for 7 years. And I got the help that I needed. And I was able to help a lot of people along the way, which started to make me feel good about myself in the sense that I was able to stop the binging and the purging. But what I wasn't able to stop was the way that I felt about myself as far as my body image was. And, you know, it was a long road that I had to realize that I had to work on myself in a different way to really learn to love myself. And that the body image was not going to change until I felt differently about me. It wasn't really about how I looked. It was about how I felt about myself. And the more that I felt good about myself, the better my body image became. And the way that I stood and the way that I carried myself changed as I learned to love myself more. Body image really is an inside job. It's not about the outside. It's about the inside. Because when you love yourself and you feel good from within, you emanate all of that outside. And you start to feel beautiful. And you become beautiful. Because everybody has that opportunity to be beautiful. It's really about how you feel about you. So knowing more about this is really important. It's an important topic. 98% of women dislike something about themselves, and 80 to 90% of women really dislike themselves, how they look, how they feel. And that is a really sad number. It comes from the World Health Organization. It's not something that I'm just making up. So if you want to know more about loving yourself and how to do things to feel good about you, you can check me out at bonniegayle.com. BonnieGayle.com. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.